Hi everyone, and welcome back to my TV show reactions, or I guess not welcome back, welcome to my TV show reactions to The Boys. I'm getting into episode 1 today. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what it's called. Amazon Prime is just saying it's called episode 1. So I'm getting into episode 1 of The Boys today. I am super excited to get into the show. This is a show that I've been wanting to watch for a really long time. Ever since I saw the trailer for the first season. I don't remember the trailer for the first season. Like, I don't remember much of it at least, but I remember I was like, this is a show that I want to watch. And for some reason, I never watched season 1, and then season 2 came out, and I was like, oh yeah, The Boys, I want to watch that. And then season 2 ended, and I didn't watch it. So I'm very excited to finally be getting into this show that I have just been very excited to watch for a long time. I recently just watched Invincible. I just finished Invincible about 2 weeks ago now. Well, I finished Invincible when the finale came out. I watched it as soon as it aired because it was so good. But if this show The Boys, I've heard that The Boys is similar to Invincible in a lot of ways. So if The Boys is anywhere as good as Invincible, I am going to enjoy it lot. The only thing I know really about this show is that it's kind of about a group of superheroes, and what if superheroes were kind of more realistic. So I think there's going to be a lot of gore. I think there's going to be a lot of action. I think there's going to be a lot of high stakes, and I think I'm going to really like. I really like the kind of area of superheroes where it's like, what if superheroes were in real life, and what if everything that they did was kind of realistic in a way. I don't know why, I just find that really interesting, and you could do that. You could use that concept 100 times and I'd still be interested in it. I don't know, I just think it's super cool. Do I know how gory the show is going to be? No, I don't know how gory this show is going to be. Do I expect it to be gory? Yes, because the poster that The Boys has on Amazon Prime for episode 1 is a guy holding his thumbs up with blonde hair shooting lasers at these people's heads, and their heads are falling off. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit gory. Also, as you may know, I am in my room, as you can obviously see. For these first 3 episodes, I think I will be in my room, in this room, but then for the rest of the series, I should be in my apartment. The only reason I'm in here is because I'm visiting there's a piece of hair. I'm visiting for my driving test, so I am here for a bit, and I decided I should start watching The Boys. But yeah, the rest of the show will be in my apartment, but because I am filming here for my first 3 episodes, unfortunately I do not have my light. For the lighting today, I would have gone with red just because I feel like this show is going to be very bloody. So if you want to set up your light for red for whenever I watch The Boys, go ahead. I don't think my lighting will be red for the next couple of episodes, but when I get to my apartment, I'll be sure to turn on my light and make it red. So if you see a room change at around episode 4 of these reaction videos, then you know why, because I'm filming in my room and then I went back to my actual apartment and I am filming there. So yeah, I only have a few filming equipment. I only bring back my camera and my microphone and my computer to film. So yeah, I bring a bare bones thing back because I can't bring everything on the bus, if you know what I mean. Also, if you'd like to check out my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as The Boys. I am doing uncut reactions to The Boys. There are also early access reactions to The Boys and my TV shows and movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's just dive on into the show. I'm just really excited to watch it. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to The Boys episode 1.
Translucent's dick off.
How's he gonna find his dick? It's invisible.
You just gotta guess. I feel like we're about to see some blood and guts in this superhero fight that is about to go down.
Get up, get up. Come on, Vince, come on.
Oh! That's a really cool shot. She's Invincible Woman or something like that. Oh my god. Ah, this is the guy on the poster who was beheading people. He's like Captain America. He is the Captain America character.
Boys okay?
Can I get a selfie?
The guy smashing into the car was beautiful. Oh, Homelander. Homelander. I love how casual he was. That guy just got careened into the top of a car and like smothered and smushed and probably splattered everywhere. And he's like, picture? Is this our protagonist? I kind of like him. Is he a superhero in hiding, or is he a wannabe superhero? Or is he just not none of those?
I'm gonna come over to your house and just take a big old shit.
That's
Cable afterwards. Jeez.
I like these two together. I like him and Robin.
Yeah, but he didn't mean it. Hey, I see the look.
What if he becomes evil? He's so nice at right now. What if he becomes evil? That would be such a heartbreaking turn.
You know, if we move in together.
Wait, what? What?
Do
Wait,
it.
wait, hey, hey.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Hey. Don't you ever besmirch Billy.
Oh! I knew something bad was about to happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was about to say everything's too happy, something bad is going to happen. This is not the show where something good just happens. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's like actually become just nothing. She evaporated. She's eviscerated. She is goop. She is gone. She is only blood. She is only liquid. Oh.
Robin?
You know, if he becomes evil now, I'm all for it. Oh, if he becomes evil now, I'm all for it. He deserves to kill everyone for that. And that would be my dog. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, you want to watch The Boys? So basically, what's happened so far is that there's like superheroes are just kind of commonplace, and Robin became jelly. She literally got eviscerated, and I'm glad you weren't there to see it because you were only 9 years old, and this show is for 18 plus. So you have a while to go. So maybe just fall asleep like you usually do, if that's okay.
Starlight. I'm 110 pounds and I'm 5'6".
Are these superhero auditions? Whoa.
I was born super abled.
Oh, they call it super abled.
It wasn't a joke to me. Since when?
I don't know why I think this is funny. I just think this is so funny.
Business, if not to save the world.
Okay, but what about that Flashman who literally just destroyed Robin?
Always wanted to be in the 7.
In the 7, so there must be like a big 7, kind of like a Justice League of this world. Simon Pegg! Oh, I love this guy. I didn't know. What the heck? I love him. I feel like he's the villain. I feel like he's the villain.
Offer you $45,000 in restitution. All you have to
That's it? 45,000? That's what her life was worth? $45,000?
Get the hell out!
That's what he wanted to do. Oh, is he gonna sign it though? Because he's not that type of person. Well, not yet. I think he will be. I think he will be.
I got it. She's so good in a room.
If you're negative, negative things happen to you.
I recognize this actress. Who is she?
I got it.
That was the most feral animal noise I've ever heard from anyone ever. The mom saying you got it.
Come sit with me. Dad, I'm right.
They can't be... Superheroes are immune to any damage that is caused while they're on the job. What? I mean, it makes sense, but also like, what? You know?
Why not, Dad? You don't have to fight. You never have.
He doesn't have the fight, but he will get one. Also, Simon Pegg, it's so strange with him with this accent. I want his British accent back.
For me? Oh, honey. Who else would they be here for?
I thought she was gonna go, honey, you're not that special. That would have been funny.
Who put themselves in harm's way each and every day.
Do I know her? I feel like I know that actor too. It looks like Allie from Cobra Kai.
You're doing really well, by the way, so far.
She hasn't done anything yet.
Including the jewel in Vought's crown. The greatest super...
The Invisible Man.
We are Vought. We make heroes super.
Vought. Vought. What a good name. That is Allie. That is Allie from Cobra Kai. Oh. I love how bad their costumes look. I love how it just looks like someone just made it just randomly, like their mom made it or something. I don't know why, it just is more realistic. Like, it feels like the superheroes are doing it only for praise and fame and fortune instead of the actual reason, which is to help people save the world. I hope he gets justice. Justice for Robin. Justice for Robin.
Oh, and wait till you check out the dining room.
She's so humble and modest and like true to herself at the moment, and I really hope that doesn't change, but I think this show is going to mold her into just another superhero that's there for fame and fortune.
You.
I don't trust the superheroes for some reason. I don't know. After what they did to Robin, I don't trust any of the superheroes besides Starlight. Starlight is good.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of.
Had a crush on you.
Oh my God. I hope that's not inappropriate to say.
Oh, I hope he doesn't start getting inappropriate. Oh, I knew he was gonna do that. Oh.
I wonder if Des Moines just went psycho on the deep.
This guy sucks. I want him to explode like Robin did, but in a worse way.
And then you know what happens? All your dreams come true.
Oh. He's so manipulative and bad and horrible, and Jimmy Fallon is on this show. Why is he on this show? It makes sense though.
Nanny cam, because we're actually running a special on that. It's pretty.
Oh, it's Carl Urban. It's Carl Urban.
Like trying to get ketchup.
Look at him. He looks good. He looks good.
Is there anything I can help you with today?
Is he a villain?
I'm not gonna.
Is Carl Urban a villain? And is that guy is he trying to get him in?
Do I look like?
Like you're starring in a porn version of The Matrix.
So true.
That just gets swept right under the rug.
Why?
I like Carl Urban. He's here for justice.
Supported by corporate lobbyists and politicians on both sides.
This is so cool.
Come on, son.
Oh, when Carl Urban said he could spank a superhero, it was so believable. I didn't doubt him for a second.
Not half of what I'll do if you don't.
I love him so much.
Fed all same to twits like that.
Was he lying about being the FBI agent? Was that just a fake badge and everything? Well, somehow they are having sex while flying. That is actually kind of very impressive. This is so strange, but also like, I love it a lot.
Dude, that's nasty.
They're laughing about it. They're laughing about it. I hope all of these superheroes just get exterminated. Yeah, what I said at the start still stands. I feel like all the superheroes are just horrible people. They've been molded into horrible people by the corporations, by the world. And I feel like Starlight is good at the moment, but I feel like she could be molded the same way. Although I feel like her will could be stronger. We'll see. Does she know? Did that same thing happen to her?
Pardon my French, fuck those fuckers. Yeah.
I feel like Homelander's the worst of them all. He just hides it better.
Train stop two bank robbers my ass. Someone's fucking hiding something.
He lied about what he was doing. That's even worse.
You know, who was he running from?
Or where was he running?
What if he stole something? Whoa.
Well, listen. See what's really going on.
Okay, look,
That's actually really smart. That's really smart.
you're FBI. If you're FBI, then get a warrant. Why do you even need me?
No, because a warrant will make them suspicious.
I'm not like you.
I really like Huey a lot. He actually reminds me of me quite a bit. Like his personality, I feel like, is very close to mine.
This is mine.
Ah, it's our pleasure. Just
Allie,
sell it on.
why did you have to go into such a bad business? Like, is this what you're doing in between Cobra Kai?
Nubian Prince. Fits your population's demo.
That's kind of a cool suit.
I happen to know about Compound V.
What's Compound V? Tell me about it.
I'm sorry, Steve. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this guy about to die? Is this guy about to die?
My daughter got into the 7. Anyway, so what did you want?
So what? Med school's so hard to get into. Congratulations, Patty's daughter. Look at him. they're gonna team up in some aspect. I feel like they're gonna bring down the superhero, I don't know, superhero system together.
Oh, fine. I'm just
You're not fine. Talk to Huey. Huey can help. He's so nice.
a work thing.
Does he not know
You?
who she is? I guess he doesn't really pay attention to the superhero stuff, so maybe he doesn't. I guess he doesn't.
Who I thought I was.
No, you still are the same person. It's just he manipulated the situation in such a way where it's almost impossible to get out of it.
Like you're not selling kids smack.
No, it's a great job.
You're not selling kids smack.
Good. Like she fell a lot.
But she still had the courage to try and do something, you know? So you gotta take something from her life. I have to start doing that too in my life, to be honest.
But cool. I'm Huey, by the way.
Yes! What if they date? What if they date? I mean, Robin is still fresh on his mind, so I don't know if they'll date straight away, but maybe they can just be friends. I like them as friends. Lovers, maybe, in the future, season 2, maybe? I like them right now, though. I love him. I love Carl Urban. It's like so cool.
You know, that pressure, it's a lot for anyone to swallow.
Ew!
Billion per year. That's money out of our pockets. We've all got what, 4 points each?
Okay, you have way more and more important things to talk about than copyright infringement. I'm sorry.
Whether we're out there or we're in here. Now, what I do want to hear.
I feel like he's putting up an act.
Let's start with you, man.
I feel like he's putting up an act. He seems so nice, and everyone's been calling him this like Jesus, like angelic God figure, who's just amazing. Even Carl Urban's character said that he's fine. I think he's putting up an act. I think he's bad.
That's that? That was a lot.
That was a lot of steps. I wouldn't remember any of that.
The blue pill. Or was it the red pill? Anyway, take the other pill and quit being it.
Or was it the red pill? He's so good. All he has to do is take the case off. All he has to do is take the phone case off.
Hey, dude, are you okay?
No, you're covered in blood and you're talking about his girlfriend. You don't think it's going to bring that back, PTSD or something like that? You ran into another person probably.
I appreciate the apology. Accidents happen, right?
Oh, he's not covered in blood. He was just seeing that. Oh, I knew the invisible guy was going to be there. I knew he was going to be there. Oh my god. I was just about to say the invisible man is going to be in the background.
Fuck all 7. What do we,
Oh, he's back at their job. He's just dropping him off. Like, you're done. Your work here is done.
I'll go ahead.
Aw, now he feels unappreciated again.
Thank you. Have a safe flight home.
Oh, he's gonna die. Have a safe flight home. Safe flight home. I feel like that's a key word for he's not having a safe flight home. The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man. This is villain stuff. This Invisible Man is villain stuff.
We're the 7. Earth's most mighty.
Is Carl Urban gonna come in and blast him? Yes! Yes, that's such a good shot. Just the invisible guy just flying through everything, and that was so cool. Ah, yes! How do you fight an invisible person? I feel like you don't. Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. Dude, that fighting technique was so smart. Spitting blood on him. Like, that's genius move. Yes! The butt. He's got a butt in his face.
Well, Huey, you just off one of the 7, mate.
Yeah, you're technically a criminal.
You hit him with a fucking car.
And everyone will be after you.
He attacked us, okay? And you're a better.
The world wouldn't see it that way. The world wouldn't see it that way. Oh my god, this is the plane. Oh my god, they're so dead. I don't want to say I'm a genius, but when she said have a safe flight, that was it. That was the end of this man's life. and his poor son. Oh my god, is Homelander gonna be there? Oh no.
Aren't you guys friends?
No. Oh, he's gonna laser them! I told you he was no saint. I told you he was the evilest of them all. And he smiled. And he smiled. No, don't start straight away. Oh my god, it was just about to start episode 2 straight away. And that was my reaction to season 1, episode 1 of The Boys. What a good episode, and what an amazing show I think this show is going to be. Man, the characters in this show are so good. Simon Pegg was in this show for a little bit, which automatically elevates the show to 11. Allie was in this show from Cobra Kai. This is what she's probably doing when she's not on the show. The superheroes, the majority of them are bad. Huey is a good protagonist. I love him. He's so sweet. And the gore is mental when it wants to be. I don't even know where to start with this episode. I guess I just want to say that I understand now where the gore and blood levels of this show is. And I love that the show opened with that, showing the audience that show is not going to mess around when it comes to the gruesome aspects of superhero life. And I loved, even though I hated seeing Robin go, even though I liked Robin, and even though I wanted her around forever, justice for Robin. That's what I want, justice for Robin. But seeing her become goop, seeing her get eviscerated into nothing but blood and bone and mush, was probably one of the most shocking moments I have ever seen in TV history. Like, I expected something bad to happen. It was just too good of a moment in a show that I thought was not going to be a very happy show. I thought it was going to be a very depressing show and a very chilling show. But the thing that shocked me was how fast it happened, because I thought I was going to be able to see something in the background, maybe see a car flying through the air towards her, see something happening in the background and go, oh no, and then it hits her. But no, they're just kissing, and then all of a sudden she's not there. It was like one frame and she's gone, and that is what shocked me. And then seeing the camera, by the way, some of the shots in this, I'll talk about the shots I guess next, but seeing Huey's face, and then it's slowly panning around in slow motion, and seeing all of that blood and her bones just in the air flying, and then the speed guy, whatever his name is, speed man in the background, who's like slowed down, just blood trailing in the air. And I was like, no way. But I loved that moment, even though I hated that moment, and that moment was so gruesome. I thought it was such a good moment in this show, because it really just gave the audiences, the show didn't start slow and then go, okay, now this is what, like in Invincible, for example, the first 40 minutes of that show is nothing really too gory, and then the last 5 minutes is, and it's like, okay, this is what the rest of the season is going to be. It's going to be gory. Spoilers, I guess, for Invincible if you haven't seen it. But this show, it starts out gruesome. It starts out going strong and going, this is what you're going to get in this show. Take it or leave it, and I'm taking it. This was so good, and I'm okay with that gore, because I think it's going to be used not over the top. I think it's only going to be used, for example, that was kind of the most gory scene in this movie. Everything else was kind of like, it wasn't like super bad, and it's only kind of used to kind of enhance the story in a way, which is kind of what I like my gore and blood to be. I don't like watching movies for the gore and blood, but I am okay with it, and I think it's really cool if it is used right, and I think the show is going to be using it right. I think it's going to be so much fun. I also really liked the shots in this movie. Some of the shots, sorry, I keep saying movie in this show. It was an hour long, so I'm like, oh, movie, right? But I really like some of the shots. Some of these, like, just like the panning shots, especially again when Robin gets eviscerated. I thought that shot was brilliant. Anything with the Invisible Man, when he gets hit by that car and then goes through all this stuff, but you can't actually see him because he is invisible. Like, that is so cool. Like, just seeing the stuff break with nothing in it, and then seeing the car, and it was the overhead tracking shot. Like, that was a really creative shot. Whenever what's his face, Homelander, was in the sky next to the plane, like, that stuff looked really good. And going into stuff that looked really good, the visual effects in this show are outstanding. I don't know the budget for this show, and I don't know if this show had a big budget or a small budget. I'm guessing it had a moderately big budget considering all of the stuff that happened in the first episode, or maybe they're just kind of giving us a lot of stuff and then it's going to tone down for a bit and then ramp up for the finale. That some shows do that, but this first episode, at least, the visual effects were outstanding. When Homelander was flying, it did not look fake at all. It looked real. It looked so good. The plane, everything like that, everything that he was in looked so good. The Invisible Man especially, I thought his visual effects were so cool. It is really hard to do an Invisible Man and make the effects look good, just because I think it is hard to kind of make an invisible person in a way. I don't know, make an invisible person look realistic. But when Karl Urban is like spitting the blood onto him, I thought that looked so good. That looked so well done, and it was such a smart decision as well. I was like, how do you fight an Invisible Man? And then Karl Urban's like, I know how to fight an Invisible Man. I've been practicing for years. You just spit blood on his face and his arms and stuff so you can see him. And I thought that was a genius move, but I thought it was also like a really smart way to get around fighting the Invisible Man. And I don't know, I just thought the effects, the visual effects in this movie, the start of this movie especially, again with the blood splatter tracking shot of the blood in the air, that would have been a really cool 3D tracking shot to do. And then also when like the Wonder Woman type lady, Invincible Woman or whatever her name is, she like stops in front of the truck, and then you see the shot of her like tracking her through the truck as she's standing still, and the truck like is splitting off and stuff like that. Like, the visual effects in this show, if I keep saying movie, I feel like I do, I'm so sorry. I'm used to watching movies on this channel. So the visual effects in this show were outstanding, and it was something that I did not expect to be as good as they were. Also, the world in this show, I almost said movie again, the world in this show is so unique and so realistic and grounding, but still like fantastical because there's superheroes in it. I don't know, I think they're doing a really good job making this world feel like a world that me as an audience member is living in right now, except there are superheroes. And I think that the way that superheroes are portrayed in this show so far is exactly how superheroes would be in real life. I feel like they'd be super egotistical, super about the fame, the fortune, the money. And I think even like Starlight, I think all of them may have started out wanting to help the world, but over time, or maybe some of them didn't, but I think some of them would have, like Starlight, wanted to help the world over time, actually wanted to make a difference, but then slowly, through the corporations, through just the world, through fans, through making all this money, through all this fame and stuff, they have become kind of shells of their past selves. They've become kind of monsters. And I really like that because it is so true to kind of real life, and also just kind of the way the world works. Like, these people are so famous and so popular that they are getting theme parks and movies and everything like that, and their goal in life is basically not to save people anymore. It is to make money and sell tickets and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just think that is how the world would work if there were superheroes in it. And I also really like that the superheroes just aren't, like, none of the superheroes besides Starlight are good people. They're laughing about people dying. They're manipulating Starlight into having sex so that she doesn't talk or anything like that, I guess, and so that she, like, they'll kick her out basically of the Seven and stuff like that. And I just think it is a super realistic portrayal of what superheroes could become with the incorporation of wealth and power and fame if they were real. And it is something that I haven't really seen, even when I watched Invincible, which is still a pretty realistic show when it comes to the impacts of superheroes on the real world. It doesn't delve into how superheroes could become very self-centered and egotistical, and how kind of like this, and how the government and corporations would want to capitalize on their fame and make more merch and stuff. Like, especially when they were talking in the boardroom about, like, they could be talking about anything like saving people's lives and stuff, but they're talking about copyright infringement for, like, people on the street selling rip-off DVDs. Like, that one conversation just gave me enough information to know that they do not care about people. They only care about themselves. They only care about making money. So I think that this portrayal of superheroes is a very unique portrayal. It is one that I have seen before, but still with a twist on it, where the superheroes are not there to save people like in most shows, even though, like for example, Invincible, the superheroes are there to save people, but so many people still die, but then they feel bad about it. But in this show, they're there to save people, but people die and they don't care. And people dying is just like an occupational hazard for them, basically. So I don't know. I really like the way this show is going. I really like the characters of the show. The characters are really interesting. My favorite character being Huey. I think he is such a good protagonist. He kind of just reminds me of me with my personality and stuff, kind of like very introverted and kind of nervous to fall down and get back up sometimes. So I'm kind of hoping that I can be like Huey in the future and get back up and plant some stuff into the plant like a tracker or something or whatever it was into the seven space at some point in my life. And I mean, we don't have a sevens, but you know what I'm getting, right? You know what I'm getting. I like the Butcher. Carl Urban's character is phenomenal. I think he's so funny. I just love him. I want to see him on screen all the time. Homelander, really interested in. I knew that he wasn't going to be a good guy. Just there's no way he's a good guy. Also, the poster has him decapitating people, so I was kind of already on the train if he wasn't a good guy before I even started watching the show. Starlight, I really like Starlight. I think she is super good, and I hope that the power and the corporation and stuff, and this just the way the superheroes are, doesn't kind of corrupt her morals, corrupt her ambitions and dreams and stuff like that. I think that it might. But I also, if it doesn't, I would believe it, because I think she is a strong enough person and has enough will in her life and enough willpower, I guess, to kind of supersede it and overcome it and stuff like that. The other heroes I despise. Homelander I like just because I think he's really interesting, but the other heroes, including the Wonder Woman lady, I just despise, because even the Wonder Woman lady was kind of condoning the fact that what happened to Starlight was okay when she said don't let them see you like that. Like, I understand that I understand that her saying that is implying that like if they see you at your lowest, then they're just going to capitalize on that, and that makes sense, but she didn't do anything to help her. She just kind of brushed her aside, if you know what I mean. So even the Wonder Woman character is still like a little bit on my bad side, but like the Aquaman guy, Deep Sea or whatever his name was, and then the Flash guy, the only guy that we haven't really seen is that guy who was in the full black outfit, so I have no opinion on him, although I feel like he is also a bad person. The Invisible Man is dead, which is so good because I hated him. He was my least favorite character, but Deep Sea is, I think that's his name, right? Deep Sea. He's definitely a close second. I just kind of want all of them to get some sort of comeuppance for the atrocities that they have done. Anyways, that is my review and reaction to The Boys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me, supporting my channel. If you would like to watch the uncut version of this reaction, you can head over to my Patreon. It will be there. And it is a very exciting, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just very exciting. And thank you so much for listening to my review as well. If you made it this far, it means a lot for you just to listen to me talk. And I'll see you next time for my next The Boys reaction, which would be Season 1, Episode 2. And again, there are no titles maybe there are. Let me just go to this quickly. Okay, so Episode 1 was called The Name of the Game. Episode 2 is called Cherry. So I'll see you for The Boys, Season 1, Episode 2, Cherry.